Little Red Barnet was created by the late Bob Sievers, W9FJT, who hosted the Little Red Barn morning program on Fort Wayne's WOWO radio. Meet each weekday morning, Monday through Friday at this time, here on 3820 KC. Your next control this morning is W9EWA. My name is Ray. I'm located just south and west of Valpo, in the northwest corner of the state right at State Route 2 and Division Road, known as Cobb's Corner. All right. Well, I don't know. We might have a light net here this morning. Are there any short timers? Well, let's find out what the conditions are like. Anybody short time now for the Little Red Barnet? Give me a call. Heard. I've got Kevin, KB9RLW and KC9FXU. Anybody for regular comment round now? Give me a call. Fellas, it just might be the two of us. KB9RLW. Kevin, why don't you come on in and have a cup of coffee? Over.
Yeah, good morning, Ray. This is KB9RLW. Well, bummer. I'm just on a whim. I went ahead and started a stream. I was going to stream the net this morning. It's always so interesting. I figured it might be an interesting thing, but nobody seems to be around. Well, anyway, it's a cooler Friday for sure. Temperature definitely came down, and I don't know how the weekend's looking. I think it's going to storm again tomorrow, which should be interesting. I'm going to be doing a video on tracking lightning using some internet resources combined with the with your radio, watching lightning and listening to it in real time. I'm hoping that'll be interesting. But other than that, not much planned for the weekend. I might have to mow the lawn again, all this rain. We'll see. With that, boy, I sure hope some other people pop in, because right now we've got at least 12 people watching this live on YouTube, and it sure would be nice if the net was its usual lively self. We'll see how it goes. Back to you, Ray. This is KB9RLW.
Okay, Kevin. Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, too. The band conditions have been unusually poor, and I noticed there was a K index of 4 this morning, a few hours ago, and I had my doubts. I thought, oh, boy, that must be that coronal hole on the sun or some type of high-speed stream that has just taken the ionosphere away from us. So I'll tell you what, conditions are really iffy this morning, and I wouldn't blame anybody for just wanting to get back under the covers. The band is not in our favor here this morning. That streaming is great. What a great idea. And I've always been interested in lightning and wanting to be able to monitor it myself. There is a nationwide, actually it's a worldwide grassroots monitoring network that's available, and you can get on it and be part of the observers by building the equipment and then putting it online. And they put your data on the website. I forget the name of the website, but it's free. Like I say, it's grassroots. It's not a service that you have to pay annually for. And I'll tell you what, it sure is accurate. I've been following it for quite a while. Alrighty, well, we'll be back to you in a few minutes for the 73 rounds, Kevin. So hang in there. Just keep your hand on the mic button, and we'll be back to you. John, KC9FXU down in Chin Whiskers. Come on in and have a cup of coffee with me.
Good morning, and down here in Chin Whiskers, I just looked over and watched the radar. It's showing some thunderstorms around the Fort Wayne and the northern part of the state. Down here, it's high and dry for the time being, and when you asking for short times, I just had tickled my funny bone, and I am short. I'm only 5'7.5", but I got plenty of time today. My wife, she's on vacation, taking care of stuff down south, along the Tennessee line down there, and I'm back up here bashing it again, so I have been having an active week so far. I've mowed 3 days in a row and finally got everything mowed up. And today I guess I might be able to throw my legs across my motorcycle and take a ride. Although my spider, my Canadian spider is down for maintenance, and so that means I'll have to be riding my Harley. So that just gives me a good excuse to push here. 2 miles on the bike. It's not bad. I got it used last fall. I never was happy with the way it was shifting. It seemed like I had to take it to excessive RPMs around 4,000 before it let me shift. It's an automatic. So I took it to a dealer up there around Fort Wayne Road at Greenlight, I think it is, VU, and they said they couldn't find nothing wrong with it. So I took it down to Middletown, Ohio, and the mechanic down there took it to a ride, and he said, yep, I see what you're talking about. This has got a bad servo. So I've got to wait for the wife sometimes, so she takes the bike down there to leave it, and then they can fix it. So, oh well, the wife's away, the mouse will play, but I guess my play toys are down a little bit. So with that, hopefully I've bored enough people, maybe some more people will jump in here. So you can have what I see.
Well, you're not boring at all there, John. You know, your signal this is phenomenal. You were about an S8, and then you came up to 10 over S9. That's how the band is starting to react here this morning so far. So we are up and down from QSB, and boy, it's just all over the place. Well, I wouldn't consider you short, 5'7.5". At least you can reach the pedals of that bike, right? So you're a good height there. There's no problem there. I think I'm too tall. I'm 6'4.5". And well, I'll tell you what. Sometimes I gotta really duck when I'm in other people's houses. You know, they got low ceilings and stuff like that. I almost walked into a ceiling fan once in one house. The ceiling was so low. That was an eye-opener. I was only inches away from that thing, and it was turned on, too. Well, anyway, so much for that. Well, I hope you get a chance to get the bike fixed, get that servo changed out, and it sounds like a nice bike. Boy, I'll tell you what, an automatic shifter. I hadn't seen anything like that. Most of the bikes that I've seen and looked at have been all manual shifts. All righty, John. Well, thank you so much for joining me here this morning. Let's find out if there's anybody else who wants to get in on the Little Red Barn Net here this morning. This is Ray, W9EWA in Belfo. I'll be listening. Just might be the shortest net on record. Well, tell you what, let's start the 73 round. That usually wakes up people. Okay, Kevin, you got any more remarks for us? KB9RLW, over.
Yeah, this is KB9RLW. Well, I just had a report on the chat on the live stream that Danny down in Missouri, or over in Missouri, is hearing you pretty well, Ray. And I'm kind of bummed nobody else showed up. Gosh, I scrambled and set up this live stream, and now nobody shows up. We usually have, what, 10 to 15 people pop in here on the Little Red Barn Net? I might have to try this again next week after I get things a little bit better configured. We'll see. I'm picking up room audio for the radio. So I've got a little bit of echo. I really need to patch a direct audio feed over, and I think I know how I can do that with my rig interface. So we'll fiddle around with that some more and maybe do this again. Back over to you, and I hope somebody else shows up. This is KB9RLW 73.
Okay, 73 to you, Kevin. Thank you so much. And Well, again, a great idea on the streaming. Well, apparently the band is probably way long, and that's probably what we're fighting here. And it's just a matter of it closing up a little bit. But with that line of storms, I'll have to take a look at the radar. I thought, John mentioned that there were storms running through Fort Wayne, so that could explain a lot. If the fellas are shut down due to thunderstorms in their area, I can understand they wouldn't want to check in with all that lightning going around. That could invite some trouble. Okay, Kevin, take care. 73 to you. And John, anything else for me there? KC9FXU, go ahead.
KC9FXU down here in Tennessee, I found yeah, if you put your computer stuff, it's really get bored, you can go to hand look at hand there's a CAN hyphenated, and look at the fiber. The fiber is a brand of hand. And yeah, it's a 3-0, it's a price, it's a 3-0 motorcycle. You have 1 hill on the back and 2 hills in the front. And it has what they call automatic shift. That is where you shift the gears up, pushing a button. Then when you get up and first going down, it will have a message that put all those outside the first gear. It has a reverse on it where you gear in the motor. So you can back up and it's an easy line from the old motorcycle. If the people like myself that is challenged in leg strength, I've got a 28-inch inch, and so it's the leg strength line is supposed to be, most motorcycles are about 30 inches high at the seat, so it's typical in that. As you get older, the legs aren't supposed to no more. So you get called to go in platform 2. So you get your price, so you don't have to take your footsteps anymore. Oh yeah, I really enjoy those motorcycles because my wife and I both can ride that way again, and I don't have to worry about being able to afford to buy a couple of spots because my wife is she's twice the range to work when I'm there. So that's just that way. And I'm not half again the guy out there doing that. So the extra weight, the legs just don't want to pull off the weight, but put it in half. There is being signs in the back, and my wife and I have been riding Harleys or riding the Golden Wing about 300 spots. Most of the times, when you do something like that, you start off to look around and see how many people are watching it, so as much of it by the floor. Pick it back up, and hopefully it's not around where people know this, or they know that somebody's done that. They won't know the individual person that's sitting around the road. So with that, I'll send it back to you, and hopefully you have a fresh and enjoyable day and weekend on your Mother's Day. So if it's appropriate, hope you get a late job and a fire bunch of applause. So we'll catch you next week. KC9FXU.
73 to you, John. Sounds like you and your ex-wife have a lot of fun on the 2 wheels, that's for sure. I can tell by the way you talk. Well, that's great, John. Well, thank you for being with me here this morning. We'll hang around here for just a little bit to see if there's anybody else checking in. Otherwise, we're going to call it for this morning. I think the band conditions have just haven't been working for us here so far. Have a good one there, John, and you too, Kevin. Thank you both. I'll take one standby here for anybody who may want to try checking into the Little Red Barnet here this morning. This is W9EWA.
K98.
Well, there's Dan. Good morning to you, Dan. Come on in. You're number
Good
3.
morning to you and the somewhat shortened net this morning. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm looking at the radar right now. It looks like there's been some stuff that's gone through here, but it looks like the whatever part of it that might have been serious, I don't recall any thunder boomers, is pretty much gone. So I don't see any problem. But folks may have been turned off by earlier conditions. Of course, I'm a bit late as I crossed it in. I was listening to John talk about a three-wheel motorcycle. I have to say that I've never ridden a motorcycle. But the business of three wheels versus two wheels gets my attention a little bit because many, many years ago, after, going through the teenage years and all those years riding a two-wheel bicycle, I happened to get on the three-wheel bicycle. And I discovered that I couldn't make it turn. And after thinking about that for a while, I realized that with a two-wheel bike, you sort of lean when you turn. And it's not so much turning the handlebars, it's more leaning than anything else for just an ordinary turn. And on the tricycle, of course, it didn't lean. And my bodily response just wouldn't let me turn the handlebars down. I wound up going straight as a die. It was kind of a weird sensation. Obviously something that could be overcome by practice, but I really found it really hit me hard. I said, what the heck? I can't make this thing go around the corner. But there you go. Learned response was getting in the way. Anyway, it's kind of an ugly looking day out there today. Gloomy and a little bit rainy. I'm not sure, I guess, what the rest of the day is going to be, but it's certainly not a good start for any outside activities and whatnot. I certainly still have something I got to do here this spring yet. Anyway, that's the story from here, Ray. We'll turn it back to you. Maybe I've blathered on long enough that somebody else might have shit. This has got to be the shortest net that I've ever heard of, that's for sure. Just I guess 4 people, including yourself. But there you go, it happens, and could be many issues for various people. So back to you, W9EWA and net, K98.
You came up to 20 over 9 there, just as you turned it over to me there, Dan. K98, W9EWA in the net. When it comes to motorcycles, that's something, bicycle and motorcycle is something I could not easily master, and I always had trouble keeping my balance. I don't know if it's an inner ear problem that I have or something, but I do have a problem balancing, and so I was never ever comfortable on any type of machine, and whether it was pedal or gasoline driven. I had an experience. I was in my service van when I was at work, and I was on a country road that had a curve in it, okay? And there was a motorcycle with 2 people on it, a man and wife, or a guy and his girlfriend or whatever, and they were coming around the curve, and I could tell that they were going way too slow, actually way too fast. And they were leaning, the lean was almost like 45 degrees. And I thought, and they were headed right for me, okay? And I looked and I go, he's going to lose it. And so I let up on the gas and I pulled over, and sure enough, right in front of me, they lost it, spun out, and landed maybe about 10 feet away from my service truck. So I got out and I said, you guys okay? They go, yeah, we're just in just didn't calculate this right. I go, okay. But it was fortuitous that I, actually slowed down. You might call that, defensive driving. I slowed down, stopped just to watch them lose it altogether. And I thought, oh boy, it's a good thing they were wearing leather too. Now you can get yourself really scraped up, especially if the road is rough or whatever. So I never took up motorcycles, Dan. Alrighty, well I'll shut up here and I'll take another standby for anybody else who'd like to get on the Little Red Barnet here this morning. This is W9EWA. Well, Dan, this is going to be the shortest net ever. We were actually in the 73 round. Did you have any more comments?
No, I guess not. As far as motorcycles go, I grew up with my father cussing and damning them, right from small. I think early on in his salad years, he had some sort of bad experience. So he was always down on motorcycles, so I guess that stuck with me because I've never gotten on one either. I certainly never drove one, and I never rode one behind somebody else. I wonder whether the power's out on some part of Fort Wayne, or I haven't heard anything about it. Like I say, it doesn't look to me like the storm was all that bad. It's pretty much by, so it could be just a perfect storm of folks having other things to do this morning. Who knows? But that's all part of it, Ray. So thanks for doing that, and we'll say good morning to you. And you're booming in here too, by the way. You sound like your normal self at the moment. So 7-3's Ray, and back to you. W9EWA K98.
And I'll tell you what, Dan, yesterday was horrific. After I checked in, I was sitting here drinking coffee, and everybody just faded away. That was it. There was nothing but noise, and I could hear a few syllables from, people, but I didn't even know where Jack was on his list. I was waiting for the 73 round, and nothing happened. Everybody just disappeared off the map. Oh boy, well, I'll tell you that these coronal holes or whatever's causing this really does a number on us, that's for sure. Alrighty, well, I'm going to say 73 and shut down the net here. We had 3 glorious check-ins. I appreciate it all from all of you to, get up this morning and put a coffee pot on and join me. It's been a blast, a short blast, but that's the way it goes sometimes, like Dan says there. So with that, 73 for the Little Red Barnet. This is W9EWA Ray over here in Valparaiso. Take care. We'll catch you all Monday morning if the frequency gods allow. W9EWA off and clear. Good morning.
W9EWA, this is W9FFK. Put me down for check-in anyhow, Ray.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a comment there, Lee.
Yeah, I just got down here, got my coffee. You must have a short net this morning.
Well, three check-ins. I had Kevin, John FXU, and Dan, and now you're the current crummy, right?
I guess so. The band still sounds kind of weak this morning here. The signals are not nearly up far, so I guess if you can't hear, you can't work them, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Kevin was streaming the audio from the Barnet here, from the frequency, and I was getting a good signal report from down in Missouri, I guess. Nothing up this way, but down in Missouri, the band must be really long here this morning. But you know what? Signals picked up, like Dan was Yeah, he started out light, and then all of a sudden he was 20 over. And John too was up and down. Kevin was doing okay. I think at most he was coming in here 5 or 10 over, I believe. So, you know, this is a very strange band. Yesterday was worse. Were you around yesterday?
KB9RLW.
That was.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, I was here yesterday, and
Oh, well.
I just lost everybody. It was like gone, as if I had changed frequency or something.
Oh well, so we had a short net today. Gee whiz. Usually the Little Red Barn Net is a lot busier, guys. There'll be 10 to 15 people and lively conversation. Thursdays they do Nostalgia Thursdays, and people tell nostalgic stories about whatever the subject is of the day, and sometimes that's pretty interesting. So it's just kind of an impromptu stream. I thought I'd just throw it up on there and see what happened. And of course, it was the shortest Little Red Barn Net that I've ever had here, or ever heard here. So anyway, thanks everybody for dropping by on this little impromptu stream. I see there's 33 of you out there watching right now. You see me waving in the reflection in the radio display there on the blurry video from my cheap webcam. So we might do this again next week. I might run another Little Red Barn stream, hopefully on a busier day if it goes well. And if not, a week from Saturday, not this Saturday, but a week from Saturday will be the next HF live hangout. Saturday afternoon. We're gonna shoot for the afternoon 20-meter opening and try to get some people across the pond. So look forward to that. Not this Saturday, a week from this Saturday. I'll post about that on the Facebook page. If you're not on the Facebook page that's associated with the YouTube channel, definitely search for my call sign on Facebook to find it. And we have a lot of interaction there and back and forth, and I post updates and channel things that are going on there. So with that, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. 73, have a good Friday and a good weekend. And maybe we'll catch some of you on the air. I'm going to try to play a little more radio this weekend.